think I've always been the kind of person that just like tries to make the best out of, even the most horrific situations. I was always able to kind of disconnect, even though I was totally in connection with the deeper feelings, with heavy empathy. I was able to be like, I don't know, there for the people that needed it versus being like having that need myself. But then years of that need for myself not being met, that added up and took its toll on me. Anyway, I can't because I can still. It's like one of the few things I can do to care for myself or to deal with the houselessness I have been dealing with for years, chronic. Anyway, I'm getting closer, and through these last, since 2015, 16, when I went through some one of the worst moments in my life. I put the phone down, and it's taken all these years to get, and I still don't have proper help, but I have some, and I've gotten some along the way, right? Obviously, I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead. I've gotten help that kept me alive, that kept me going forward. And I'm always trying to make the best out of bad situations, or a situation where it doesn't turn out like we expect or like we want or like we imagine or what we dreamed of or what was planned, or I have my own little upsets, and then I try to move right towards like, well, what are we gonna do about it? How are we gonna make it work? We need a fire to cook on. I don't got any wood. What are we gonna do, right? And then you start grabbing scraps, and you're like, well, I got this bag I could burn. You start like thinking outside the box. You're freezing to death. Like, I think I'll burn my socks. Like, wait a second, maybe I should. You gotta like, because that's what happens.